welcome. I am seeing here Remy. Hello, Melissa. Yes, I hope everything is going well also on your side. And yes, Remy, definitely you should have taken 2 weeks with everything you had to be done at your new spot and at your house. I'm proud of taking 2 weeks, but I think you have like only 2 weeks of vacation per year. So maybe divide and conquer your summer is also a good idea. Hello, Miley. I'm trying to hurry up and wait on things to harvest. Yes, I can feel that emotion. I keep walking in my gardens and I'm seeing all these things that needs to be, well, soon to be harvested. And I'm like, I want to harvest and eat food, but I have to be patient. Hello, Claudie. You have 4 weeks? I would have taken 2 weeks for sure. And then divide and conquer. And I would have done later on during the year, I would have taken another 2 weeks. But that's just me. Hello, Concentric Homestead. I'm terrible and I feel really bad. I forgot your first name again. I think I'm going to have like a diary of everyone's name so that I won't forget. Hello, Marilyn. If you haven't done it, the thumbs up, please. How was everyone's week? I have like fun adventures that happened this week. Fun and not so fun, and I'll share all of that with you guys. But first, talk to me about what happened at your homestead or at your house. Okay, I'm going to write it down. Hold on. Écocentrique. Jotam. I'm going to write it somewhere later on. 1 week for moose hunting. 1 week for deer hunting. 1 week in the summer. The other week is just split up in a few days here and there. True. I forgot. Hunting season. Well, saying it like that, it makes sense. So, but I don't go hunting. So I would take 2 weeks and 2 weeks. But then I probably would have a hard time going back to work. Because once you're like away 1 week and you go back, like you're kind of into the groove, not long enough gone. But then 2 weeks or 3 weeks off, it starts to get hard to go back. Anyone else feels that way after 2-3 weeks of vacation, that they can't go back to work or they don't want to go back to work? Hello, Ren's Homestead. Working on planting flowers. This is my week. Have you been able to plant all of those plants that you bought at the local nursery for cheap? Did you find spaces for all of that? Flowers. Yes, this year I am more growing flowers. I kind of fell in love with new ones. One is called lupins, and the other ones are called snapdragons, and they're just beautiful flowers. And another one that I'm looking for seeds now, I kind of regret not buying them at the nursery. They're kind of like marigold. Well, they're marigolds, but they're like super tall and have like a big pom-pom on top. And I was like, I'm just going to find the seeds. And then I went on seed companies and I couldn't find them. So next year, if my local nursery still has that, I'm probably going to have some marigold pom-pom things going on around the house. Exactly. I prefer long weekends for vacation. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I've not been working for 5 years. Like I'm a stay-at-home homesteader for 5 years, so I wouldn't know. But I remember when I used to take vacation, I couldn't take more than 10 days. I was not allowed to take more than 5 working days and then the weekend. And sometimes I would take like 1 or 2 days on the week after that, but like no one would handle my workload. So when I came back to work, my desk was like, it was like a maze. There was like so much piles of paper and I was so discouraged. So I had a tendency of only taking 1 week plus the 2 weekends. So I didn't miss that much. Another reason on my list why I stopped working, because I was not allowed to take 2 weeks vacation. But I had 4 weeks of vacation and I was not allowed to take more than one. I went fishing at the beach with the kids. Yeah, I saw that. It must have been epic. Not yet. I have space for all of that, just not the time and energy to plant them all. I have like 40 tuberous begonia I needed. Good luck with that. I could see having a few cut flower beds planted in the future years. Yes, well, I don't have the space for it now. But once I have kind of figured out my operation, I would like to dedicate maybe one entire raised bed every year for cut flowers. My raised beds are like 15 feet-ish by 4 feet wide-ish. We didn't actually measure, but that would be lovely. This year I have so much flowers and I have stuff buzzing everywhere. What's the difference between wild lupins and seeds that you can buy at the store? I bought my lupin seeds. It was a mix, and I think it was at Visay Seeds. I think so. Yeah, I think so. We have lupins too. They are finishing flowering right now. Invasive thing. My aphids are already eating my chamomile, and my lupins are not in flower. So maybe the wild ones are earlier than the ones that I have, or I did something wrong and they're not liking where they are. But for now, they're just like maybe twice the size of what I planted them. My aphids are on chamomile and a weed. They're like farming like crazy. So I go like a hunt once a day on all my chamomile plant, and I just burn the top of the plant that has the aphids. Wild lupins are the same. They were talking about that on the radio. That's a plant coming for Europe that someone brought in. They are the same. Some lupins are edible, but not the one we buy or have around. Awesome. Hopefully you guys have some. I hope so. Well, I'm only doing this on my own. So if I can manage to have one raised bed with flowers, it's because I'm on top of everything at my house already. And then cut flowers, like you have to maintain it. And I probably won't have like anywhere to sell these flowers. So I have to make like an educated choice. Snapdragons are beautiful to have at cut flowers. And I'm also looking into sunflowers. I found some that are hybrids and they are cut flowers. They have no pollen, and I'm going to be using that as an intimate fence next year, because when you look from the street, usually you see my entire backyard. And this year, the way I position my raspberry plants and my potatoes and my sunflowers, I have like this beautiful intimate fence that they don't see. The only thing that they see is my raised bed gardens. They don't see anything else, because for a reason, every time someone passes in front of my house, they kind of break their neck to look inside, like in my backyard. So that's going to be like a little intimate fence that I'm going to be creating next year. And cut flowers is going to be like for me to bring inside. I started doing that once or twice a week to bring flowers inside the house, and it makes me really happy. Ours are not edible. I did not see that on the package that I bought. Mine were edibles, so I would probably will have to make a research. I think mine is a mix, so I wouldn't know, but I wouldn't eat it. Like if I can't find an actual answer, I won't be eating it. We often plant flowers, but I can't bring myself to cut them. They need to be in a designated cut flower bed to have. Well, here's the thing. I don't know to whom I'm speaking to, Lindsay or Jake or Jack. I hope it's either or. Let's just say zinnias. The more you cut them, the more they're going to produce. So if you have zinnias in your backyard, the more you're going to cut them, the more blooms you're going to have. And same thing with violas. I started harvesting the violas very early to dehydrate them. And now they're like producing so much flowers for me. I tried to cut and burn the lupin last year. Aphids come when the flowers finish. But while cutting them, I saw mini ladybugs larvae. So cutting them, yeah, every time I try to make sure that I'm only burning aphids and there's no like anything else that's like good for the garden, because I know that aphids, the predator is a ladybug. I think it's an annual, if my memory is correct, a snapdragon. But if it's like calendula, you let it there and the seeds are going to go in the ground and it's probably going to multiply. But I have to look into that. I bought so many snapdragon varieties at like they were having like the seed sale, and I bought so much. Hello, Tracy. How was your trip? I think you've been back for a couple of days. I hope you had a wonderful time off. I saw that you had some bad things happening, like flat tires, but overall, I hope you had a nice vacation. I think it's good to have something at the garden edge that you tend to well, yeah. The way that I'm designing my raised bed is the facade of every raised bed, and like completely at the back, I try to have some flowers there so that I can attract the pollinators to the garden bed, and then they go like, ooh, there's food here. And I try also to have like nasturtium, zinnias, and there's another flower, cosmos, that I plant with at the beginning of the raised bed so that the insects can have food. I'm definitely going to have more flowers next year. We always say that, more. And then when we're heading to it, we're like, what have I done? I like Jake more. We'll go with that. I feel good that I remember both of your names. Yes, zinnias are so pretty, and someone sent me new varieties this year to try, candy cane. They look really nice. I really hope I will be able to save the seeds from them. And they're just beautiful. Snapdragon self-seed, that's what I thought. I'm glad you had a wonderful trip. Hope that everything went well for the person that was taking care of your homestead. Hello, Jill. Well, flowers bring many things. I used to only plant flowers that were medicinal, and every year, like I had no idea what flowers, like I know what a flower is, but I mean specific medicinal property plants or flowers. Like I'm starting to recognize plants. At first, it had to be medicinal or you did not have a place in my garden. Last year, I started introducing zinnias, cosmos, and I've been having marigolds for a while. But the more I see what's going on with the bees and a lot of the pollinators, I try to have a variety of everything. And this year, I'm really sad. I haven't seen any monarch butterfly. Usually by this time I have tons and tons and tons, and I specifically planted last year some, I think it's milkweed or bee balm, I can't remember, it's either or, so that the butterflies would come here, but this year I haven't seen any. So flowers are our friend because they're going to bring in good pollinators. Yeah, I have that problem too. I have Volunteers Cosmos this year. It's so nice. And I find that the one I sewed inside my house, they're not that pretty. The one that Volunteer are like super lush, super big, super beautiful, and they're huge. I doubt that the one that I sewn will be as beautiful. If you let your flowers of cosmos in the garden, you'll maybe have. Yeah, well, that's what I did. Last year, I did not clean my flowers. I was hoping for them to resow itself, and I have cosmos growing a little bit everywhere. Happy that you have butterflies at your house. I know the monarch are like in danger, so I try to have flowers for them. I found a new variety of milkweed. I think it's milkweed, but it's specifically to attract the monarch butterfly. So we shall see if that works next year, because it's beautiful to see them like around the gardens. Had 4 female cardinal visit me. Wow. I can't have cardinals here. I have too many blue jays. They kind of chase everything away. They only tolerate small birds. They don't really tolerate anything else. So I don't see anything else than blue jays here. Yes, it's been very cold this summer. I mean, cold. Yes, it's cold. Well, actually, the temperatures are very similar to the years past. It's just the humidity that's not there. Here with Humidex, we are 27 right now. Yeah, we're 27 with the Humidex, but usually it's 27 and then you add like 5-6 degrees. At this point of year, we were like past 30s. I'm not complaining because it is hard to work in a garden in that heat, but the only thing I find hard is at night. The temperature went down to 14 degrees Celsius this week on 2 nights. So that means my pepper plants are not like being treated with a lot of heat. So I'm glad that 3/4 of my plants are inside my high tunnel and only my banana plants are outside. Those can actually, they're kind of used to our Quebec temperatures. They're very popular here. So I think those will be fine. I hope they'll be fine. They're my favorite pepper. Last year they did great outside. I just begin to see butterflies too. No monarchs here. Well, I'm seeing the white cabbage moth. I don't know the name of it. That's the only butterfly I see, but it's more of a moth for me. But I think they still spray for the spruce budworms, so maybe it plays. I probably, everything that we spray has an impact, even if it's small. So that's why when I spray, it has to be the last resort. Last year we have had 2 heat waves. By this time it goes under 10 degrees. Yeah, same thing here. I have 8-9 degrees nights here. Well, that's the thing. So I'm zone 5 and you guys are a little bit lower than me. So if it's here, if it was 10, 8-9 degrees. It's cold. That's cold. We're eating a good homestead meal today. Broccoli, scapes, cabbage, coleslaw with venison loin steaks and locally baked herb bread. Okay, I just ate dinner and I'm like, that sounds delicious. Just the cabbage and the bread comes from elsewhere but nearby. We had a meal like that this week. It was, the bread was obviously bought at the store. It was hot chicken, so we bought the bread, we bought the sauce. We had some zucchini sauteed with scapes and snap peas and our onions. So I feel you on that. It was one of the first meals that almost everything came from the house, well, from the homestead. Yes, you actually made it. So that means you're caught up on your homestead. I probably think it's Steph, but I'm going to say also hi to Chris. Hi to both of you. we harvested our broccoli because one was starting to bolt, and I saw my first cabbage whitefly. Yeah, I actually run after them in my backyard, and I kill. I kind of like ninja my way of trying to kill them. So I decided to play it safe. Yes, sometimes we have to harvest smaller to be sure that we're going to eat it. Otherwise, if we wait more than like 1 or 2 days, these little devils can actually make devastation within like 24 to 72 hours. A cabbage can actually be like really bad. Or they can split if it gets too warm. Nope, not cut up. Me neither. But getting there, we picked up a load of first cut hay, so we have to load that into the barn tonight. Fun times, fun times. Now picturing your neighbors watching. They probably think I'm crazy, but who cares? I forgot to put my net in my, I have a net, but it's 50 feet long, and I was supposed to modify my garden rows to have them 30 feet long. Sorry, 25 feet long, and like just not cut it. And I felt like really bad cutting it, and then I was delaying, denial, and I did not put my row covers on. But with every single pest pressure that I had this year, I probably will be covering my garlic, my onions, and my brassicas next year. And I probably will have a high tunnel dedicated to cucumbers and squash, like a protected, maybe 12 feet long by 11 feet wide with either screen or I don't know, I'll figure out something. I've been talking about this setup for years to convert a temple structure into a high tunnel with cucumbers that are meant to go in a greenhouse that does not need pollination. And I would manually pollinate my squash and my summer squash. I would have to bring my numbers down, and that will actually do two things for me. It's going to save some space because now I overplant because of vine borers and pest pressure. So I kind of lose some garden space that I can allocate to something else. But by having this tunnel, I would be able to have more space and more control of the pest. Will I be able to do it? I have no idea. I do hope so. Bye, Annie. Thank you. It happened a little bit over, is it 2 weeks ago? It's close. It's been almost 2 weeks or over 2 weeks, but let's just say 2 weeks. Thank you. Butterflies are hard to catch. The bigger the butterfly, the harder they are. Yeah, those, the moth, the white moth, I have a hard time, but like maybe once every 10 times I can kill one. And then I feel like, I killed one. You're not gonna go lay eggs on my cabbage. Thank you, Melissa. Too bad I have to go to the hay. I'm gonna finish watching later. Enjoy. It's probably gonna be a training for you, a workout. Anyone else chase butterflies or pests and like feel like a warrior when they squash them? Yes. Well, tonight is also another milestone I'll be hitting. I am missing the specifics. I'm missing 4 hours, a little bit over 4 hours and a half to hit 2,000 watch hours. So by the end of tonight, I'm going to be officially halfway to the qualifications of being monetized. I know it's only halfway, but it's a huge, huge milestone for me. I never thought that it was going to be this way. And that's why I designed a a couple of new stuff on my boutique of Redbubble. I added 3 t-shirts, and I released 1 sticker that's available now on my merch shop. Thank you. I have to chase my daughter out of the garden. She mine, same thing. I have to overplant basil just because of that. Like the other day, she was like a mouthful of basil, and I went to harvest basil because every Friday night it's pizza night here, and I do like mozzarella and basil, and there was nothing left. I squash cucumber bugs these days. I need to spray some garlic tea. Garlic tea. That's a new one for me. That's great news. Congrats. Thank you. Yes, it's a big deal. Halfway. Well, I always say qualification because YouTube is the one that decides, not me, but I'm almost halfway there. Thank you, Jill. I chased frogs from the greenhouse to save them from the weed eater. They jump more. I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but I have huge, they're probably toad. They're huge. Like I have the little ones that are about this big, but this year I found 2 that are about this big. They are huge. And every time I pass a weed eater, I always make sure, like I pass like quick, and then I make sure that there's nothing that jumps, and then I pass it again. Because that would be the last thing I want to do if they're my friend. Diatomaceous earth, yes. There's only one thing. If it could be damaging for the bees. That's what I read. I don't know if it's true. That's why I stopped putting DE. The only place I put DE is on my cabbages because there's no flowers. And around the cabbage so that the slugs don't get on my cabbages, but I don't put some on flowers. The garlic tea does help a lot, or seems to anyway. We still have a few cucumber brews, but it really reduces their numbers around the plant. Okay. The squash has some. Okay, so I'm going to try that. I have like dehydrated. I have leftover bulbs from last year that are like almost all dehydrated. I can't eat them and I can't plant them. So I'm probably going to do tea with those and spray it on my cucumbers and my squash. Garlic tea from okay, so it's a recipe from Steph. So I'm going to have, it's Steph, is it on, Steph or Chris, is the recipe on your channel? I hope he's not laughing. I never thought of the bees and I raised them. Oh man. Well, I don't know. This is like a gut feeling that I have because DE is like little knives that kills. Like I know that you can feed them in I put some in my feed for my chickens to deworm them, and they're like little knives that cut parasite inside their stomachs. So it's a feeling, it's a gut feeling I have. I could be wrong. You would probably have to go check it out. I'm used to toad mainly, but mainly from Bermuda. You mostly see them flattened. Num, 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 num. Not fun to see. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go check it out. Yes, you did put a video about it, I think last week. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out. I am so behind on everyone's video. I didn't catch it. No worries, Lynn. That's what I have to do after the live because I still am in water restriction. I can only water my garden Wednesday night Friday night and Sunday night from 8 to 10. And to water my entire garden, it takes longer than that. So I have to divide like one night I do like the front part of my garden, and the other night I do the back, and I hope that it rains somewhere in between those two. Our house wren's population is way up this year. We built a bunch of boxes for them. We are pretty sure they are helping with any kind. Okay. I have to check that out. We are a bit behind on comments, so I'll catch up tonight. No, I'm not laughing at you. Many people would think to save the frogs and toads, and yes, maybe a little bit funny. Well, it is a little bit funny, but it's not funny. I don't know if that makes any sense, because like Ren said earlier, Jake said, my neighbors probably have a beer watching me run after my butterfly, so it could be funny. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about a story that happened to me today, and I do hope that everyone learns from my mistake. I have started pressure canning, and like Tracy said, and like Lynn said, I am an addict. I want to pressure can everything. So I only have the small one, so I can't double stack the pint jars. And I've been looking at used pressure canners, and I haven't found any that are 23 quarts or 21 liters. And looking at it new in Canada before taxes is $274. And yesterday, I don't know why, on my marketplace app, I saw two pressure canners, one at 135, that's 2019 model, which is very similar to mine. So I would feel super comfortable using it, because now I'm mastering my fear using the pressure canner. And then the other one also says 2000, I think also 2018. One of them, the 135, was told that it was sold, and then I negotiated another one at 180, and this morning I drove 1 hour to go pick it up. To arrive there, the lady was selling an over 10-year-old pressure canner in a box of a brand new pressure canner, and she says, well, someone in my building just bought a new one, and I just took a picture of the box. So I wanted a 21 liter. It was an 18 liter. And because online right now it was selling at $279, she thought, she was going to sell it at $220, and like she was going to make a good deal out of me. Then I go in my car and I get my phone, because since it's an older model, I need the manual so that I can know the requirements to pressure can. Because when you pressure can, you have to put a certain amount of liquid inside your canner, and every canner is different. Like, you can't take for granted that Presto has 2 quarts and then American is this. Like, everything has a manual for a purpose. Can't find the freaking manual online to find out that it was older than 10 years old. So I drove 1 hour for nothing. And I was super, super mad that a woman sold a pressure canner in a, like, not even the box. Like, she just take the picture of a box that's 2019, but yet it's maybe around early 2000, maybe 2010. So I was downtown Montreal, east side of Montreal. I was beyond pissed. Like, I was in a car and I was like in aggravated mood, because with the price of gas and everything. And anyways, so my husband says, okay, we're close to Chinatown. You wanted those big woven bamboo trays that are 24 inches wide to dehydrate your flowers and your herbs. Do you want to go check it out? So I'm like, okay, well, might as well. We're like 10 minutes away. So we go there to find out that they're sold out. There's nothing left, but like we were with the kids, so we made kind of family day, and we ended the day doing some grocery shopping, and we bought the kids to eat lunch. So it was not a complete epic failure, but if ever you're looking to buy something and there's a box, ask for the serial number, because if I would have had the serial number, I would have never, ever, ever went downtown Montreal, waste an hour back and forth. That's 2 hours for an older canner. It was a Presto, and it was made in Canada. And Presto now, sadly, is no longer made in the United States. It's made in China. Made in China. So, like, I knew that it was like an older model. But anyways, learn from my situation of today. If ever you want a pressure canner, either buy it new or buy it and you know what you're buying, you have a serial number, because that was a cheap shot. And then ironically, we came back home and my husband's like, okay, let me check it out. He wanted to help me because he knew I was like really aggravated. And he clicked on her ad and she modified her ad. She removed the fake box. Anyways, that was my story of the day. You should pressure can that. No, I would not either. I want an electric pressure can. Yes, I did find one today that's lightly used on eBay, and it was lower than that. You know the irony? 2 years ago, they were $299. That's the irony. Canadian. My pressure canner is from the 1970s, but brand new. Well, you see, if she had the manual, I probably would have said, you know what, you've misadvertised. I'm going to give you $120 for it. But you see, I am comfortable with the Presto pressure canner for multiple reasons. On mine, there are 3 safety mechanisms. One is obviously the lid that has the indentation, so I'm secured with that. And then there's I'm sorry, I don't know the name. There's a plug that comes out of it that tells you that the pressure has been reached. And then when that thing lifts, about 20 minutes later, I have that thing starting to dance. And I have a security valve that blows out if ever there is like too much pressure inside the chamber. On hers, she had the lock-in mechanism on her lid, and she did not have the thing that pops out like me. And I started asking her questions, and she contradicted herself. Like she said there was one black thing on the pressure canner. And at one point she says that thing was going up. And then when the pressure was released, that thing was going down. And then another time in our conversation, she said that was the safety valve, the safety thing that pops out if ever there's too much pressure inside the canner. So if I would have found the manual, and because usually in the manual, that piece is described and tells you its safety features and what it does. So I would have the explanation. But since I can't even find the manual online, it kind of got me questioning the investment. So if I had the manual, it would have been a totally different story. God even knows if that works. That's the thing. And it was $180. Like, I was not going to spend that much on something I didn't even know it was going to work. But I would say yeah, still. I was so, I was insulted. And she's like, yeah, but it works. I'm like, look, if right now I'm hesitating, I've been hesitating for 2 years, and I'm starting to feel comfortable because of the 3 safety features of my pressure canner. I'm not going to go down a road that I can't even find the answers online. So if I invest it now, it's probably going to accumulate dust on my shelf. So I'm not taking it. And she was super mad. I didn't care because she lied. She took 4 pictures of the pressure canner, And then the fifth picture is the actual box. So when you do that, like you're showing that all the pictures, and then you have the original box that comes with it. So you're thinking that it's a lady that's been pressure canning for maybe like 1 year or so. She doesn't like it, but it was not even the case. She's been pressure canning for years, and she even told me decades. So anyways, that was my beep, 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 beep of the day. I know you are supposed to put a certain amount of water, but we always put water until it covers the whole. No, that when you pressure can, you don't cover the entire jar. There's like a certain amount of water you put inside the canner. In some brands, it's 2 quarts. Other brands, it's 3 quarts. And other brands, there's a line inside that tells you where to put it. Yes, thank you. Oh my God, it would be so much easier with, yes, yes, yes. But here's the catch. An electric canner can only fit 5 1 liter or 6 1 liter. And I think you can only fit 6 or 7 pints. Like I was going 1 hour trip, like back and forth, so 2 hours, because I have 25 liters of broth to can. Like we harvested our meat birds, and I cut like the breast, the thighs, and like the leg. I separated everything, and then I was left with the carcasses. So I roasted the carcasses, and now I'm cooking them to make my broth. I had 12 carcasses, so I was hoping to double stack 18 pints and 7 liters and like double duty, and like maybe the next day like do another batch. But now I can't do it. Like I'm gonna have to do like multiple batches in my small pressure canner. Mine is the same. I know it's not needed in pressure canners, but we found it. Okay. I only had one batch that did not seal properly in my pressure canning, but I think it's because my lids are like way too old. Well, that's the thing. I did not want to take the risk because obviously it's the health of my family. Yeah, she knew. She knew. She was trying to be a peddler with me. Oh, thanks. Well, I might like save up and get the new one, but here's why I'm like I wanted to get one, because the one that has a little dancer is getting rarer and rarer in Canada, and it's the one I feel the most comfortable using. So everywhere last year were sold out. This year, like, will Presto be continuing to do this this design? I don't know. So there is a special going on right now at La Guilde Culinaire. It's 274. It's free shipping, and obviously you have to pay the taxes. So I think it's 309 for the 21 liter. But it's still like it's the investment. Like kind of like I wanted to get it. I wanted to get like half the price or almost half the price. But anyways, that was my story of the day. With the price of gas, you could have almost bought it. Yeah, that's the thing. But I thought I was going to have like an amazing deal thing going on. But it's okay. I am learning from this experiment. Not everyone is as transparent, and like maybe I was gullible. Maybe it's mostly my fault. I should have asked for the serial number. When I saw the box, I was super excited, and I did not. Usually I ask the serial number, but this time I didn't. Lesson learned. So it is time for, imagine a big batch of pizza sauce. You can, yeah. Yeah, I could cook my pizza sauce in there, but I have a 15 liter. Yeah, I think I have a 14 or 15 liter stock pot. I use that to make my pizza sauce. I never have enough tomatoes to make 21 liters, but it would be fun. Yes, mine is 21 quarts. with the Jiggler Presto. I got it at PV, used to be Tractor Supplies with tax. That's nice. Is it the one with the dancer? Is that what you mean by Jiggler? That's a nice price. We don't have Tractor Supplies here. At Walmart, there's none available. And online, it's the one with the dial gauge. And I don't feel comfortable using that one. So I'm going to do my first giveaway. And there's going to be 3 or 4 stickers. And there's going to be a t-shirt that is sponsored by Remy. I do hope that Remy is here, because I want him to present the idea behind the shirt. So I'm going to show you a little bit the stickers I have in the shop, and then I'm going to do the first giveaway. Wait, I have to share my screen first. How do I share my screen? Oh, here. Here. I hope you guys can see. Can you guys see it? Can someone tell me if you guys are seeing? Okay, so here is the shop. So the giveaway is the stickers. So you have this one, I am fueled by seeds and tomatoes and coffee, a mason jar with the logo, I love tomatoes, healing in the garden, gardening, preserving and inspiring, rooting for you, life is better in the garden, and just one more plant, and coffee is my love language. And these are the 3 shirts that I designed not long ago. Okay. Good. I was able to share my screen. Okay. Now, what should I use as a hashtag? Okay, I'm going to read this. We just bought a 23 quart pressure counter for $2.99 on Amazon. I don't know if that's... if it's on Amazon, it's the one that has the round gauge with like arrows on it. After reading the manual, it says that in Canada, it's like you're supposed to send that thing to be evaluated once every year or once every 2 years. We don't have extension office here in Canada, so there's nowhere to test it after 2 years. So that's why I am going with the jiggler, or the dancing one. Thank you. The All-American are getting ridiculously high, but there's no parts. Mainly, there's no parts to change, but same thing. There's a dial gauge on it, so I don't feel comfortable. I don't know if it's the same thing as Presto, if you have to send it to get it checked and inspected every couple of years. I did not read the manual of the All-American canner. Oh yeah, sure. I'll use the sticker 1, and let's do sticker 1. Are you guys ready? It's going to be hashtag sticker 1, and it's starting now. Is it working? You have to write hashtag sticker 1 if you want to participate. Okay, so I have 4 people. We are 12. Yeah, I think so. Where is that? I saw that. I think the All-American canner, they're $800. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Yes, it's hashtag sticker 1, no space. Jill, if you want to participate, remove the space between the 1 and the sticker. It's like one word. Yes, and they're going up every single year. And ironically, if you buy them in January, they could be $100 cheaper, and if you buy them in November, December, they're gonna go down like ridiculously. So now it's the main season. So if you want to go like on Amazon or eBay, they're gonna be more expensive. So 30 more seconds. I have 8 people participating. Has everyone, sticker 1. You're ahead of yourself. We do not know. Well, on the Prester manual, it says that you have to send it to get it checked and inspected. That's what it says in the manual. So I don't know. That's why I felt more comfortable with the jiggler. Hello, CRS Homestead. So it is 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Let's, oh, wait, I have to share the screen first. Okay, so I'm new at this. Hold on. I have to share the screen. Let's do this. Ren, you are the lucky winner. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you were a little bit late. There's going to be at least 2 more, so don't worry. So I owe 1 sticker to Ren. I use 2 pressers and use my jiggler. Okay. I like the jiggler. It has no pressure gauge. Yeah, I don't know. I feel more secure. Like after reading all about it, and since now I went down that road and I feel comfortable and I feel very secure, and I've overcome like the biggest of my fear, I probably will never go unless this one breaks with the dial gauge. My Should I ask why? Should I ask? I wonder if I should. You're welcome. We'll have to communicate and you'll have to tell me which one you want, and so that I can send it to you. Hello, Tor Haven Farm. Hello, Darren and Bridget. Yes, they were good. I had like a bad day today, but it finished really good. I do hope they were smiling on you too. Yeah. Darren comes in and he's like, jiggler. Coming back, need to close everything outside. No worries. So I guess you're going to have to tell the story of that jiggler. Well, no, it was not a bad day. It's just someone was dishonest with me with a pressure counter being sold used, and I drove 1 hour to get there, and I was like, I was gullible. I was kind of caught with my pants down, and I ended up like not taking it. So I do hope that that lady knows that she messed up, but I doubt it. Do you want to share that story of why? Oh, wait. Ren, do you want to share that story of why you're called a jiggler? I'm curious a little bit. While that, if Ren, you feel comfortable answering that, I did receive one question in the community tab, which is from Remy. What was the first vegetable you ever grown? besides tomatoes. My first garden, well, it's veggies. It was carrots, radishes, and thyme. And I think there was like zucchini in there. Without counting sugar, salt, coffee, and beer. That's a long list. What percentage of your food comes from your backyard? Well, every single vegetable that we eat, and I can find the seeds and I feel comfortable growing it and I have enough growing zone time to grow it, I try it. Every fruit, the fruit, sadly, I cannot grow everything, but raspberries, I can mainly say that I have enough to last for the summer. It's hard to put a percentage, but I would say 4 to 6 months a year if I go like an overall average. But I am 100% self-sufficient on tomato products. The only thing I buy at the store that's tomatoes is ketchup. That's it. And this year I am trying a new recipe to see if I can stop buying ketchup from the store. If land and money weren't an issue, what farm animal would you have? I don't think I would add a new animal just yet. Well, actually, you said money. I think I would have heritage breed turkeys. I like to be self-sufficient on turkeys. And a dog, a farm dog. Those would be like the two first, like right off the bat. And if after that, probably would be a dairy animal. If I could, a cow or a line of, I'm losing my English, what Angie and Mike has. Goats, dairy goats. Those would be like that. Those would be the directions I would take. The turkeys, the reason why I would go with them is because of the size of the bird and how much meat you get out of it. Catching up on comments. Nice nick. Haha, my nickname wasn't actually the Jiggler. I suppose they could make up an elaborate story. Haven't had to worry about jiggling. I don't know why. I knew you were going to say something like that. I have to go move sprinkler again. Hope you all have a great week. Thanks, Lynn, for popping in. Maybe something to do with Jello. God, I'm not sure I want to know. I know I jiggle more now than a few years ago. You guys, keep it clean. Keep it clean. Haha, Jello can. Turkey, that's a good one. Like, I would go with a heritage breed. I know that it would be longer. I think it's 9 months with a heritage breed, but I would not have to take care of the bird. I would not have to hatch them. I would like literally watch the female take care of it all, and I would just have to feed them and harvest them. Well, the turkeys I raised for meat, like the hybrids, they are friendly when they are small, but once they have like that thing starting to change color, they start to attack. We're looking like a plague. If you see me run, you should run. Anyways, we are going to hey in the bar. Okay, have fun. We used to raise that's one of the breed that I want to raise mixed with bourbon. I think it's bourbon. Back with oh my god, in that short period of time. Have a great night, everyone that is leaving. I will be having a second sticker. Let's do that. So number 2 sticker, it's gonna be hashtag sticker 2. And it's going to start hashtag sticker 2. It's starting now. So hashtag sticker 2 all together. Yes, bourbon is also delicious as a drink. I haven't had bourbon in a long time. Rum is good. Brown rum is good. I love brown rum. Everyone thinks I'm crazy when I say this. With ginger ale and lime juice. Instead of having like a rum and coke, I do like a ginger ale with rum. And the darker the rum, the better it is. It's sticker 2 with the number 2. So, Deanne, I'm not sure this one will work. So just make sure that you're going to do another one just with the second version of your hashtag. And it's for a sticker. Darren, if you want to see them, if you want to see the stickers, it's in the description, or I can show them later on. So 30 more seconds. And since this was a Q&A, after the giveaway, if you want to ask me a specific question, it is time. I've never tried 7-Up. Never tried, so that means I'm going to have to try it. But I'm out of brown, dark rum. That means I also have to take a trip to the liquor store. Hello, Serge. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. And let's see. Last chance. I'm going hashtag sticker 2. Oh. Hi, Torhaven Farm. Congratulations. I love Jack Daniel, but the honey version. But I would get irritated for fight. Not good. Things is I'm not a very good fighter. So I started leaving Jack Daniel alone, then quit drinking altogether. So Darren, the link was there, but we can chat and figure everything out after live. I have about 30 minutes left, and I have 2 more giveaways to do. And like I said, it's a Q&A, so it's your time to ask me questions if you are looking for specific answers. And I obviously will only answer the ones that are clean. I have to keep this PG-13. Bienvenue. Hello, everyone. So nice to be able to pop in. Congrats on the stickers. I checked them out. Thank you. Most of them, well, all of them is like, has a specific meaning for me. Like, especially like the coffee is my love language one. And I have this one. Can you guys see? Wait. This is, I am fueled by seeds, tomatoes, and coffee. That was one of the funnest one I had to design. I don't know if you guys can see. And then there's this one, rooting for you. My favorite tomato to grow. It's the sun gold. The cherry tomato sun gold is my favorite. Like I snack on it continuously. And what's your favorite way to preserve them? I haven't found a way to preserve sun gold other than sun drying them and putting them in oil to make like pesto. I tried a corn salsa recipe with cherry tomatoes. I was not liking it. So sadly, the only way I can preserve them is by freezing them and then like having them in like a homemade quick express sauce. I forfeit a sniffle. Only clean question. Yes. Okay, if you had only one soap to use, what would it be? I like goat soap. I don't know if I can use goat soap in my hair or wash dishes with goat soap, but that's the one I prefer, if that's what you wanted as an answer. Does the host look like Laura Linney back when Laura Linney was young? I have no idea who this lady is. I do not watch Frasier. Um, yes. So I didn't do a big batch, but I was, those big baskets. I'm not sure if you were here when I talked like those big, they're like Vietnamese drying basket. They're huge and you put them in the sun and they dry your herbs and your flowers. And I wanted to try to save on energy and heating my house, and I would have put the tomatoes on there. I think it's on like a brick that you have to put them to have like the great taste, but I have to check into that. Russian purple, can't remember that. It's something Russian. It's a purple Russian paste style tomato. It was the seeds that were given to me and they were an epic mess. They cracked all the time and they did not taste great at all. I giggle sometimes with pronouncing stuff. Obviously, I'm French, so you guys can have a blast on my accent. Pizza and spaghetti sauce. I probably have to add bread in there, but pizza is definitely something that I enjoy doing. If you had place, what would you plant more? Like I said, if I could, and I have the time, a cut flower operation. That would be fun. Cauliflower, maybe like brassicas and stuff like that. Tomatoes, I have like already too much, so that's not a problem. Things that need space. Corn, I don't grow it here because of earwigs. Probably one of those two things. Well, no. I know. Okay, I'm being mean. It didn't work here like at all. And tomatoes that crack is tomatoes I can't use. You did not give me a soap. I bought a soap from Bridget at the conference. You don't really have an accent to me. More of well, I've learned English when I was 5. So I kind of lost the accent, but when I speak French, like Quebec French, and then you hear me speak English, it's kind of funny. Ooh. No. If you did not give it to me. Uh, yeah, I did ask you to bring me, and I was supposed to pay you a goat with lavender, and we forgot. Yes, personal questions. Did I miss any questions? I would really want to know who this Laura lady is. Like, it's the first time someone tells me I look like an actress. Uh, Maybe you did, but I remember opening my bag and there was no soap. So maybe we lost it. Don't know. Mystery. Anything else? Now she has been unable to. No. I bought one from Bridget, and I have to ask her if she has some left because I'm almost out. I'm almost out. It was like I think I have like 1 or 2 weeks left with that soap. Oh God, Darren, come on. Dude, you said what happens in the tub stays in the tub. Darren, don't forget to give Remy a detailed review of his soap. Oh God, I said keep it clean. Don't forget. Okay. So I hope you guys had fun with the soap. Do I have more questions? Well, that's why I said keep it clean. I think there's Claudie and Maëlie watching, and they were there for the 2 giveaways. So, well, goat soap is really hard to not to enjoy. Apparently, the soap stayed in the okay. Never too young. Never too young. Maëlie is still here, so I don't know if Claudie is still here. So at least we know there's one child. Speaking of child, I have one that has his fingers under my door right now, thinking I'm not seeing him. So if from what I'm seeing, there's no more decent. Oh, hello, Claudie. Decent, clean questions. In your heart, if you believe it, then it's okay. That's why I keep saying I'm 29 with interest or experience, either or. Remy, do you want to pop on to do the giveaway of your t-shirt? Go brush your teeth. Yeah, that's it. 29 US or 29 experience. Ish. 17-ish. I like that one. No. I'm going to stay with 29. Now that would be something to watch. Remy, are you there? Do you still have the link I sent you to pop on? Okay. I'll wait for you. So this is, like I said, it is a sponsor from Remy's channel. Marilyn, if you can, if you have a minute to add Remy's channel in the comments, he offered to sponsor one shirt to celebrate my 600 subs. Computer's freezing. Okay, well, we'll wait 1 more minute. If not, I'm going to do the last sticker. Unless you want to try it from your phone. That's how he. Yeah, you have to do that. Mm-hmm. Are you still having issues, Jaime? Oh, thanks. Thanks for sharing the t-shirt link, but I meant his channel. It's okay. Okay, so we'll leave Remy try to reboot his computer. I'm gonna do the last sticker, but Darren, you should. Guys. Thanks, Marilyn. Okay, so I'll do the sticker 3. I'm going to start it now. Okay, so I'm going to go here. So it's going to be hashtag sticker 3. And it's starting now. So hashtag sticker with the number 3. And it's going to be the sticker of your choice. I like your flower next to your name, Kludzi. It's a hibiscus. Okay, so we're going to do it right after the sticker number 3. Okay, so I'm not going to highlight the comment, Darren, but I did read it. So sticker number 3. One more, like 30 more seconds. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. How many people are... So I have 8. Everyone that wanted to participate has done it. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. And we're doing it now. Sticker number 3 is Little Homestead by the Beach. Congratulations. We have a new hashtag. Bridget first. Congrats, Marilyn. Okay, so after the live, Ren, I'm not sure we're friends on Facebook. So in my community tab, you have my email and we can chat there. I can speak directly to Darren and Marilyn for the 2 others. So are you ready, Remy, to pop on? So everyone's saying congratulations.
Hey, I'm here.
So the soap fell on the bottom of the tub and it froze your computer.
All Darren's fault.
All Darren's fault. Okay, so you want to talk about the shirt before we do?
Well, it's basically it was something that came up at some point. I think it was actually Jack that brought it up. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Something about squash. For
And
those of you who don't know, it's Hickory Croft. Miley popped in.
hello, Miley.
Hello. Hickory Croft. Chris is very. He's always talking about squash. To him, it's the vegetable that's going to save the world. You know, it's and it kind of stayed an inside joke whenever someone goes live, someone says the word squash, we take a drink, that kind of stuff. And suddenly we have Jack talking about in squash we trust, and everybody was just like, okay, let's make a T-shirt, let's make merch about that, and so it kind of became our thing, like the whole community, the squash club or whatever you want to call it. So it's yeah, I just decided to go and make a T-shirt, and there it is.
So you came up with this design. Okay, I just want to try to share it before we do the draw, but I don't know where I put the link. Where is the link?
I can probably put the link in the description.
I can't click on it. When I click on, oh, there it is. Okay, so let me share the screen.
Take care, Darren.
Bye, Darren. Okay. This is the T-shirt.
Yeah, and you can select the size, the color. I just put that color by default because I like the color, but then again, there's a few more that would do the job too.
Did you do a sticker on this one?
Yep, whenever I create a design, well, not that I have a lot of them, but I have like 4 or 5 maybe. I have a bunch of different pictures that I took a while back. I make like those mouse pads, pillows, pretty much everything I can make. They're all available on the website. The only thing I don't do a T-shirt with every single picture I took, because I mean, to have a picture of a lake doesn't really look good on a T-shirt.
No, but right? I mean, did you do in Squash We Trust? Did you do a sticker of that one?
Yep, there is a sticker. There is a mug. You can buy them.
So I'm definitely have to go get at least the sticker if I don't get the shirt. Are you guys ready to do the draw of this T-shirt? I'm like gonna be so jealous now. Angie has one. Patrick has one. You have one.
I have one.
I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to. Okay, so what hashtag should I do?
Hashtag shirt.
Okay, let's do hashtag.
Easy.
What was the hashtag? Okay, wait. It's gonna be hashtag shirt or T-shirt.
Just shirt. It's easier.
Okay, hashtag shirt. Let me go set it up. Okay, so hashtag shirt. It's going on now.
Starting now.
So hashtag shirt.
Sure. I'll participate. Who knows? Maybe I'll win and give you the T-shirt.
Too bad I can't participate. Well, actually, I could, but it defies the purpose.
If my name comes up, I'll give it to you.
Okay, so Ren, you're like kind of the author of this quote. So if you wear it proudly when you get it. Okay. Hello, Danielle. Nice of you to pop in. I'm going to leave one, maybe like less than a minute, 30 seconds. You know, after all chatting, usually when I have someone, the other person talks so I can drink. My beer now is warm. And almost full. So who wants the t-shirt? Who's really excited? I have a squash shirt with tomatoes, marina. Tomatoes. Yes, I remember seeing that. You really have to look twice. Okay, so Miley wants it, Claudie wants it, Tracy wants it, I want it.
If one of the girl wins it, I'm gonna have to buy two.
Uh-oh. We're screwed.
It's
Okay. So sharing the screen again. Good luck to everyone. And thank you again for sponsoring the shirt.
You're welcome.
And let's do it now.
Drum roll.
Tracy! Congratulations!
Right on. I'll take care of it, Tracy. I'll talk to you later and get your mailing address again.
Did I miss anything? Sorry, Miley. Sorry, Claudie. You're going to have to wait. Sorry, Jill.
You can always go buy it. It's not that expensive.
No. Well, the link was there. So I'm going to show it again. Where is it? Is it this one?
There, yeah.
So you
posted it again.
And in the description, if ever you did not win and you want to go check out either Remy's Redbubble account, merch account, or mine, in the description of this video, you have the two links. And remember, these things, yes, we get commission out of it, but we reinvest those commission within our homestead. And we benefit from it, but also you guys benefit from the knowledge we'll share after.
I just want to add quickly that all the profit, if I have any profit done by the end of July, every single dollar I make is going to Creekside Maples.
Oh yeah, that farm that's kind of been kicked off their land.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a good cause. Congratulations again. Okay, so it is my magic hour. So I have 2 minutes left. So if I have any questions anyone wants to ask me, you have 2 minutes or maybe 5. I can push my luck to 5. After that, I have to take care of my little one. It's the first day in a very, very long time that my youngest was not a little rascal.
Nice.
Like, we went downtown in Chinatown. He held our hand and he walked around and okay, he's still a kid, but he did it like a champ. So I'm anticipating that tonight might be different. I hope it continues. My optimistic side hope it continues, but he's a little rascal. So no, not for tonight. Since I am at 600 and I think I went up during the live. No, I did not. So the next one will be when I reach 700 subscribers, but I'm already at 619, so it can go fast. Is there any way to bring back the tomato plant that was turned quite brown? I think try it. Don't throw it out. Try something. That's everything. Like if it's overwatered, remove it completely from the soil, pot it up in a different soil in case there's like mushroom or something that's like blah inside your container. If it's blight, try to leave as much green as possible on your plant and remove everything that's brown. If you remove every leaf from your plant, there's no chance of photosynthesis. Is that how you say in English? Photosynthesize. There's no chance of the sun to hit the green leaves so that the plant can actually produce something. So try different things. So if it was overwatered, switch your soil. If it's blight, just cut the brown and hope for the best.
Photosynthesis, yeah.
Yeah, also, Marilyn said it. If there's any fruit set or flowers so that your plant can recuperate, remove it. Oh, thank you. That's what I was looking for. Photosynthesis. I'm going to say it very slow. Like, before throwing something out, this is what I do. I isolate the plant if I can. If I can't, I Google the issue, and then if I can find what it is, I try something. If after a week it contaminates more plants, that's when I sacrifice it, because you only want one plant to die. You don't want your entire lot of tomatoes to die. So, but if you try it and you succeed, you will find a way to save your plants if ever it does happen again. Tracy, singing to it won't hurt. Tracy, if you do sing to your tomato plants, please film yourself and share. It's going to be a nice video with the birds and the bees. You apparently haven't heard me sing. What, you think your neighbors are going to run? Or the bees are going to run away? It can't be that bad. Unless you say that you sing and the windows break. You know, that's another story. Same thing to you, Melissa. I think there's no more questions anyways, but I'm just going to stay like 1 more minute. I'm going to wish everyone a happy next week. For me, I'm going to start harvesting my cold hardy crops, my shelling peas, zucchinis, and tomatoes by the end of the month. So soon you're gonna hear me say, I'm so sick and tired of tomatoes.
To me, it's back to work.
I know. Back at work. Back to life. Back to reality. Is that a song that you know? Please tell me you know the song. You don't?
No.
I'm gonna have to say it to you. I'm gonna send it to you, because.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna sing.
No. I sang the most. I'm gonna sing to you, especially live in front of 12 people. I want to keep their ears intact.
Well, you could have had a lot of views. Who knows?
No. It's okay. So no more questions? 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. To me is kitchen time tomorrow. Well, happy cooking, baking, or whatever you're doing in your kitchen. And also congratulations to everyone that has won something. And thank you everyone that has come out and chat tonight. So I'm going to close this off. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.